All right, let's talk about recovery days, how to get the most out of them, why you should use them, and like what is a recovery day. So first off, you need to coach athletes that would need a recovery day. So like if you coach a group that they practice 3 days a week, like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, there's no such thing as a recovery day. They're never gonna do enough work that they needed a recovery day. So this is more for groups that are practicing 5 to 7 workouts a week. Maybe they have some doubles in there, but definitely consecutive workouts. So like Monday through Saturday, right? Which is a lot of teams, a lot of 13 and overs are doing a Monday through Saturday type schedule. So, recovery day. Here are the signals that you probably need a recovery day. This is one that I see often. Um, Monday workout went well, Tuesday workout went well, and either by Wednesday or Thursday, you're trying to do something and just nobody is quite getting it. Whether that's skills, whether that's making intervals, hitting paces, that sort of thing, hitting the required intensity at practice, and that's a good signal that okay, maybe we're a little too beat up. And the problem with this, and I am a fan of hard work, but if you're too beat up to execute the practice, then you're not getting anything out of the workouts. So, in a perfect world, you never need a recovery day because the way you plan out your week, none of the workouts make you so fatigued that you can't do the next one, right? But a lot of teams don't do that. A lot of teams work really hard all the time. And when I say work hard, I don't mean they swim a lot because you can swim a long practice, like a 2.5 hour swim, knocking out like 8K, 9K, 9,000 yards, and they won't be that smoked from that workout if they're able to handle that yardage and the intensity is not too high. So a lot of times it can be intensity that fatigues them. So if you're doing a lot of like max effort sprints, 100 pace type work, you're going to be smoked from that. So if you do that on a Tuesday afternoon and you want to come in Wednesday morning, like you're going to be feeling it. So, recovery days, but recovery days are not a waste of time. I do not treat recovery days as like okay, we're just going to have this easy day today or like I still want it to be beneficial. So, here's what I do. On recovery days, we are going to focus on skills. So, whether I'm going to probably pick something specific, starts, turns, a stroke specific type thing. On a recovery day, we are going to do something short, fast, and fun. There's emphasis on the fun because I still want them to swim a little fast. I think you should be swimming fast every single day, even if it's just a few 25s. But short, fast, and fun. So I love doing like flip turn relays or 25s where you swim 15 meters and then you dive down underwater into the finish, or you go underwater 15 meters then swim the last 10. But I'm gonna do something that's short, fast, and fun. I'm gonna do some skill work. I'm also gonna give them more breaks in between. So when I'm trying to like really knock out a workout, we're taking 1 to 3 minute breaks in between sets. Sometimes shorter. Sometimes we'll finish a set and it's like on the 15, right? And I'll say next top. Next top, we're gonna start on the next thing, especially if the next thing is simple and we can just roll straight into it without a lot of explanation. So I'll give more rest in between things. On recovery days, I love to do peer work and technique work. So kind of back to the skills, just because they don't have to be so intense when they do it, and they can still get a lot out of it. Next thing I like to do is mobility work. So this is more than just stretching. This is putting athletes in positions that increase their range of motion. So things like Spider-Man steps, you can do a bunch of things with the PVCs, with the walls, but things where in general you're just trying to increase the range of motion. One of our favorites, we call them T-spine sit-ups. You like lay over the back of a foam roller and you're like rocking back and forth over it, like you're doing a little sit up over the foam roller. That one's really good for T spine mobility. So another thing you can do on recovery days is give them like if it needs to be like aerobic recovery, like you still need to do moderate aerobic work, and that's going to be your recovery day. I love giving them choices. So I'll write a set like of 12 100s, and I'll give like 7 different ways you can do it. Like real simple, like odds, IM, evens free, or um 50 50 IM order, 50 free, half kick, half swim, a pulling, just different variations. And I say, we're going to do the set 3 times. Out of the 7 options, you need to pick 3. And so everything I just gave you, like we'll do 12 100s, we'll do something short, fast, and fun. 12 100s, short, fast, and fun. 12 100s, we just knocked out a workout. Nothing was too crazy. And man, kids love choice, especially when they're kind of beat down and they can kind of choose. Because being beat down also depends on the athlete, right? If you have like a real muscular athlete, they're going to get a little more beat up from everything more often or faster. So when you're picking like choice stuff for an active recovery type swimming, they might pick just like all free or the pulling if that's easier for them. They might pick the option that's like the easiest thing for them. Where somebody who's feeling good, like, hey, maybe they're gonna go 50 fly, 50 free on all of them, which is just a little bit harder. But giving them choice gives them the room to make decisions on how their body feels. And I would do that more with older athletes, but you are teaching them to respond to how their body feels. It's like, hey, if you're feeling really beat up, like, man, take this nice and smooth. Like, enjoy this. Don't feel like you got to go for it. And it's like, hey, if you feel great and you want to make this more work than it needs to be, then let's go. And I'm totally okay with that. I don't think you need to make your, especially 18 and under athletes, follow this um, perfect training plan. There would probably be some people that disagree with me. But like I've said in a lot of my videos, a lot of us aren't coaching those top 5% athletes. Or we might have one of them on our team, but we don't have a whole team of top 5%ers, right? Like we have normal athletes who are kids going to school and they want to get better at swimming, and some of them have big goals. Some don't have no idea how good they can be. Some probably think they're a little too good than they actually are. But at the end of the day, these guys are kids, and when you're beating them up every day in practice and you start combining that with stress of school, stress of life, you're just going to run into problems, whether it's injury or athletes like complaining about the workouts or not doing as well in the workouts. So I just love putting in a good recovery day every now and then, or giving a hard workout and say, yeah, tomorrow's going to be a active recovery skill day. And like they're excited. Like we get the work done, they're excited. And then the day after that active recovery skill day, if they're ready to go, you do something hard again. And again, you kind of cover all the bases because they feel pretty good. They feel pretty good if you do it right. And psychologically, they know that if they have a recovery day the next day, they don't have to be scared about going hard because they'll feel better tomorrow. And the day after recovery day, you can go hard because they're like, well, I just had a recovery day. I feel pretty good. So just keep that in mind. Where you put it matters. How you use it, what you do. But also keep in mind that if you're consistently coming across a day or two of the week where your kids are just smoked, I would take a look at your training plan and see what you're doing. Just because, athletes being like smoked and useless at practice is just not good, really. Like sometimes we send kids home because we're like, today is not the day. And it's like, let's come back when we're ready to go. So that's what I use them for. Hope this helps you out. Let's go be better coaches. And if you're looking for a full course on butterfly, just head to my website, betterswimcoach.com. I have a full online course with videos, cues, explanations, all this good stuff to teach you how to teach better butterfly to all ages and abilities.